responsible for all the actions that take place, but we have to have a system, and we have to tell the people to follow the system so that we will have the good service that we have. Yes, it is a good also experience for how the Muslim should behave. Remember that you are fasting the whole day and you are tired, and those people who are serving are even postponing their breaking their fast and taking their food and so on until you get served and fed. And so there will be not enough thanks as whatever we say, and they did not do it because they are expecting to get a certificate or to get any reward from us. They definitely did it for the sake of Allah, and Allah will reward them in a magnitude that we cannot measure, because it's Allah who is generous, and the generosity of Allah does not have any limits. But also, it is not only the volunteer that we need for just Ramadan. We have other committees that's going all year around, and we really appreciate any help that we can get. We have, for example, the communication committee. We have the activities committee. We have the public relation committee. We have the social services committee. We have about 10 to 12 committees, membership committee, fundraising committee. So anybody that can feel or think about himself that he can give a hand on that will be appreciated. Even if he does not know how, he can come in and learn. They said never give the sheikh a microphone because he will never quit. So I am not a sheikh, and I'm going to quit. I was afraid that Ismail will never quit. But let me, we were talking about the appreciation of the husbands to the wives. While we were sitting there, and we were saying that no man really appreciates what the wives are doing for the family. And I just happened to remember a joke about a guy with his wife went to see a doctor, and the doctor realized that he was almost have a nervous breakdown. So after he made all the tests on the man, he said, "I want to talk to your wife." So the doctor took the wife and they started talking. He said, "Your wife really have a deep depression, and his case is very serious, and he needs to have a special treatment at least in the next 3-4 weeks. Otherwise, he will die. First of all, when he comes home, don't mention any problems that you have during the day. Don't put any complaint. Don't do any of that that can upset him. Make sure that you prepare a very nice dinner for him. Make it very quiet, put the music, put the movie that he likes, and you do that day in, day out." And I already see the women already laughing. So anyhow, he said, if you don't do that, your husband most probably will die within a month. So they finished and they are going home, and she was driving, and the husband turned to her and said, "What did the doctor tell you?" He said, "Simply, you're going to die within a week." That means she's not going to do that. All right, so we need volunteer, otherwise the association will die within a year. May Allah bless you.
Appreciation, and then we're going to give you a gift. And everybody gets a gift. are the volunteers. You didn't volunteer, you can see the treasures that await you when you volunteer next year. So Muhammad, this is you. You're welcome. So I don't want to say your name 5 or 6 times. Just once, inshallah, huh? You knew there's only one Muhammad here, which is weird. Amari, Layla, Najla Abdullah, Sweetia. Just have her bring yours. She's like, I'm not doing this, man. Kawaja. Sorry. Shireen al-Shakir. Sufyan Ali. Kareem Abdullah. Kareem ice cream. Mish Abdullah. Rebecca Hale. So Mish was his nickname during Ramadan. Angel Dukes. Shireen Anwar. I'm ahead of you.
Oh, no.
Abdullah, charts here. Abdullah took the hardest job he could take. Abdullah was the one who stood at the door and didn't let people come in and eat. So for a 12-year-old, that's pretty rough. Since most men didn't want to do that job. Nasser Ali. Everybody got one? Everyone got one? Supposed to get one? We didn't get one? Did we miss anybody? Did we miss anybody? There are people that aren't here and we're taking their gifts and we're donating to me. Imagine, we're going to go. Pardon me? Ahmed? Yeah, he's in Egypt. Oh, you gotta come to us. We know you, Mish. We know if we give it to you, Mish. Ahmed will come and say, hey, Finn, where's it at? We'll say we gave it to Mish. He said, Mish, hey. Yahya, I know. We know Yahya. He's on the list. So if you know of anybody who's not here, see Jennifer to see if they're on the list. No, Jennifer doesn't get anything. She gets beatings and nice on it. She doesn't get anything nice. She's in a plate employee of the mosque.
Basically, we have also volunteers. They are board members. Board members actually, they don't receive anything. They don't receive gifts. They don't get paid. This is part of their job. And this is why our policy, we don't give gifts to board members. And also employees. For example, he doesn't get one. For example, Ibrahim, he's the chair of social service. This is part of his job.
Mahdi didn't get one.
Mahdi.
Well, just because we didn't want to give him one.
But this is a rule. It's just one thing to mention for the volunteers. As everybody said, you're doing it to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and be rewarded in the day of judgment. If we believe in that, then basically anything you hear, whether it's a negative, from a negative aspect, it shouldn't bother you. Because when you volunteer, especially with the Muslim organizations, you're going to hear negative things. You're going to be criticized. Just imagine you're watching soccer game or baseball or football game, and people are watching it on TV. You criticize the player, right? Why didn't he do it this way? Why didn't he do it this way? It's the same thing. Every person who works, he or she will be criticized, whether we like it or not. But the best advice is basically just keep in mind that we're doing it to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and whatever people say. And as a matter of fact, if somebody said negative thing about what you're doing, you should give them a gift. Why? Why? Because we know there is a hadith, actually an incident where a man came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, this person cussed me, he said all these bad things about me. He told him, just go and give him a gift. He said, Ya Rasulullah, he said all these bad things about me. He said, go and give him a gift. Why? Because you're getting all his good deeds, and he's taking your bad deeds. But this is one thing we need to learn. The more we work, the more people will criticize. Just imagine Muhammad Shamma and myself were accused one time we stole $40,000 from the mosque. We wrote a check to have this elevator done. But the rumors spread. But this is why I think just we need to ignore and just focus on the most important thing. The most important thing is we are doing it to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we need to ignore any negative things. And we need to continue. As Muhammad said, this organization will not function without volunteers. Board members, by the way, they don't get paid. It's a volunteer. They work so hard. It's not easy to be a board member. Sometimes some of us, they don't sleep at night because we have these emails going on and people criticize. But we keep one thing in mind, we're doing it fi sabilillah. May Allah reward all of you. May Allah accept all your good deeds. May Allah forgive all of us. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep our community united. Jazakumullah.
Thank you. Yahya walked in late. Yahya, we have you didn't hear all the speeches. They're all about you. So, yeah, you're taking the gift. There's your gift.
You want the gift or the certificate?
He's not going to say that he wants either one of them. So what Majid said, I'm going to tell a story, and then we're going to let you guys eat more cake. You have to eat all this cake before we leave. That's the rule. We're locking the doors, and no one can leave until it's all gone. So when I was in Denver, there was a brother who, he hated me. Like, he hated me like nobody has ever hated me in my life. And he spent most of his days and nights figuring out how to talk bad about me and to spread rumors about me. So I finally, after about 4 years of him doing this, I just went and I bought him a really beautiful gift basket, man. It was like one of the most beautiful gift baskets you've ever seen in your life. And I delivered it to him, and there was a card in there. And the card said, I don't know what I've done, but I want to thank you for everything you're doing for me. Because you're giving me all of your hasanet. And I don't know what I've done to deserve all of your hasanet, but I really appreciate it. I've never seen somebody so mad in their life as when he looked at that card and saw that gift basket and knew it was for me. Because he realized two things at that moment. One, that I knew that he had been talking bad about me for 4 years, and I really didn't care. And then the second thing was that I'm going to take his good deeds on Yom Qiyamah. That whether I take them or not, Allah is going to be just with me, and He's going to give them to me. So he realized that, so he really stopped talking about me after that. He didn't ever apologize, but at least he stopped talking about me. So it does work. It does work. It does work. Buy somebody a gift that's talking about you, and they will stop talking about you. So Jazakallah khair for coming. I love that story because it's funny to me. But enjoy the gift, enjoy the cake. Please eat it all because it can't come to my house. I don't want to eat that. We have foil, says Jen, so we can take home. We can take home stuff. We have foil. So please get more cake. Enjoy yourselves. You don't have to sit at the same tables. You can act like you know one another and get up and move around. Jazakallah khair. If somebody is missing again, if you know somebody who's not here tonight, like I know Rabia's not here, or you know somebody who's not here, go see Jennifer and tell them the name of that person just to make sure that we get them on the list. We had about 40 people, so we don't know if we got everybody or not. Huh? Dr. Walsh, that's all. You got So what are you bringing? Right now, it'll take you.